And Keegan, you want to tell everyone what I got?
84 Midnight Black, bottom white, right?
Yeah, it's a K-5 Blazer, 84 K-5 Blazer.
Yeah.
My nephew had it for a while, and I guess he needed some cash, so he was going to sell it on Marketplace, and I was like, well, 1,500 around here, you don't get a lot of Blazer for 1,500, so I was like, you know what, it's got a title and everything, I'll buy it. So we ended up picking this up. Like he said, it's Midnight Black, original 305, Silverado. I was pretty well decked out. I mean, it doesn't have every option in the book, but it's got a lot of them. Of course, half of them are probably missing now. It's pretty thrashed. It's got more than its fair share of rust, but it's still fixable. And the ultimate goal is to get it restored. So we'll see if that ever happens.
It was a farm truck, I'm pretty sure, for a touch of its life.
I believe it. It's got the heavy-duty bumper here.
I like this. You should keep it on there, I think.
I'll probably go back to factory, but if you get a square body, you want that bumper, you can put it on there. But let's look at it. So right now, it was originally 305, but currently it's got a Vortec 350 out of a 90s truck. It does run and drive. At least Hunter got it run and drive. Yet, like you said, you have to use an auxiliary tank.
Boat tank.
Yeah, the original tank is no good. Still got the options list here. It's pretty full. I mean, it's the whole way through. Key ones are Silverado package, and you know, it's got like tilt column and AM FM 4-speed auto trans, you know, few interesting things in there. But yeah, she's looking pretty worse for the wear right now, but the plan is to get, you know, as good as I can find OEM doors, front fenders, inner and outer, hood, radiator core if that's rotted out, which I'm sure it is. And then basically that'll just leave me having to fix up the body itself, which definitely has some rust down here, and it's got some rust under here. Not bad, but it does have a little bit of rust under here. I've already got some feelers out. I got a guy that said he's going to pick up a bunch of parts Blazers, and he said he's pretty sure the roofs are good, so we'll bob those and patch it into this. I won't bob the whole thing, but I will patch it into here. Interior is hanging by a thread. It's got some of the original gray left in here. Still got the tilt column, but the ignition's all jacked up. Someone cut out the old radio area, so the old AM FM radio's gone and part of the dash with it. I did pick up original high back bucket seats for this at Paint this year for $100 for the pair. But before we can install them, we're going to have to do some floorboard repair. It's pretty rough through here. And I think there's some rust back here. Yeah, some rust back in here. It's going to have to be patched. And then someone replaced the original gray interior with some sort of blue back in the day. And I don't know what these bucket seats are out of, but they're damn sure not Blazer. And then it originally came with rally rims. That's what it says on the...
Well, it has rally. It's
still got them. I think they might be the original ones because it has it on
the factory ones.
Yeah, it has it on the options list, and it's still got rallies. So it does have the original rally rims on there all the way around. And it's got electric tailgate, so can't get that open without having a battery in there. And I guess the tank's pretty crusted out, and the top is definitely sun-baked. So we'll have to get some fiberglass work done on that. But key thing was it had the title, so we're going to try to get it fixed up. It's going to be a long process. We might just kind of half-ass fix it up for now.
Yeah, and then putter around.
Yeah. So he might drive it a little bit in high school. So we'll see, but we just want to kind of give it a walk around before we do anything to it. We're about to move it out to a shed and then probably start working on it soon. But yeah, at least in our area, 2023, $1,500 in Texas with title. That's what we got. I know for sure we've seen on Marketplace in other parts of the country that would be total rip-off. And then
no, this is $3 grand.
Yeah, around here, these in this shape, especially with title and half-ass running and driving, if people are getting anywhere near what they're asking on Marketplace, it's probably most of them around here are around $3 grand. I've definitely seen them in worse shape for this price. So anyhow, I never worry about the price too much. I've kind of overpaid my whole life for things, but I end up getting what I want, so I'm not too terribly worried about it. Hopefully get that AC or some sort of AC going on it someday. But yeah, that's what we got. We'll get her fixed up here.
This
as time goes by.
This Blazer right now is more complete than your Blazer.
Yeah, and it's got electronic hubs, which unfortunately you said are not.
No, they're
it's an
not.
option,
they're not
but,
preferred, but
yeah.
I mean,
yeah, they're.
what can you do?
It was an option, but it's not really anything people really want these days. So
yeah, but
so we might. Maybe we'll change it out with manual ones if we find some. I mean,
you have to buy a new axle.
Yeah, but we found like Sean has front axle stuff. He had that Blazer frame. He scrapped it. Might have had the manual hubs and all that. But
manual hubs are more common on early.
Yeah, but I'm just saying we could. I'm sure we could find some to swap out. But anyhow, this little introduction to this Blazer, and we'll post more videos as we get it updated. And that could be the next video in a couple weeks or a couple years. It just, you never know with these projects. So. All right, that's my '84 Silverado K-5 Blazer, midnight black.